Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Chasing Spirits Paranormal. I'm your host, Henry, along with Jeff and Paige.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Paige. Say
Hi, Paige.
Like that.
Today, kids, our cocktail comes from the fine state of New York.
Yes,
Jeff, talk
from
to
the
us about it.
Genesee River.
Genesee beer.
Genesee beer here.
Oh,
Genesee.
God.
I was telling Paige earlier that when I was growing up, we'd go to the local semi-pro team, the Rochester Red Wings, and the beer guy would just walk around going, "Genesee beer here." And I tell you, if there's any kid that went to a Rochester Red Wing game that is alive today, and if you said Genesee beer here, they'd know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, Genesee isn't exactly the premium beer.
No, but it was good
It was cheap.
high school and college drinking beer.
It was cheap.
I think it was like at one time it was like maybe $11 for a case of beer.
I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean, the times where we'd skip school and well, not really skip school. We just had we had free time. The seniors were the only ones that could leave the school, and so we just go over to a friend's house and drink Genesee beer. They got Genesee cream ale, Jenny Light, of course. Those are the only three things.
Hey, but Genesee now has gone more to the craft beer scene.
Yes.
Well,
I was very impressed because when we went to last time we went to Rochester, we went to the Genesee Brewing Factory, and they got into all those different kinds of beers, and they were really good, actually.
I was impressed. So it's like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
this is better than I expected. But okay,
it's like Virginia Slims. You've come a long way, baby.
Exactly. I mean, the breweries had a nice industrial look about it, feel, and you kind of looked over the river, and it was just really. I like
and the whole history of the Genesee Beer Factory. And it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, we had I think we had a flight, so it's good.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was good.
They did some like cranberry orange one that was really good that I liked, because we were there like in the fall, so it was right before Thanksgiving, I think. So
yeah, something like that.
They had to do the fall flavors. Pumpkin spice. Now every pumpkin spice beer is good. I've had some that were just absolutely nasty, but I've had some that were actually pretty good.
Well, I grew up drinking this stuff.
Stuff.
Actually, wait, one more thing for me. During Christmas, when we were little, we'd always go to my Uncle George's house, and he had a kegerator.
All right.
Built in the fridge and everything, and boy, I tell you what, my dad and his brothers would get tore up. And so that's where I tasted my first Genesee beer. The only thing was, I was
6.
No, I was like maybe I'm gonna say around 10, and I tasted it. I was like, how do you guys drink this? This is so nasty. But I don't think it was the brand. I think it was just that it was beer.
It was 10. You were 10, and you didn't have you haven't developed the taste for it yet.
Yeah.
Well, you were drinking last time we went out to eat. We were at ZZQ, and we had Lone Star beer.
Oh, I like Lone Star.
I do like Lone Star.
I was like, okay,
Paige is very much a snob to Lone Star.
I mean, it's a cheap beer, and it's made cheaply, and
well,
yeah, it was the Texas equivalent of Genesee. I mean, so I was like, all right, So I bought a Lone Star, and I bought myself a Shiner Bock. But I must say, Shiner Bock at the time, way back when, was also a cheap beer. But now that it's got that craft reputation.
Oh, craft.
Yeah, so it's kind of got more expensive, but it's so much better than Lone Star. I'm like, ugh.
Well, Lone Star, he's stationed down in Texas or somewhere in the South, and it's just available.
It's available and it's cheap.
Oh yeah, because in the Army, post, everybody goes to the PX and gets a case of whatever, because they were so cheap and post and everything. And all you needed was in the barracks, just one of those little refrigerators.
Little dorm fridge.
Yeah, we all had them. Did you rent yours?
No, it got passed down from
Uh,
whoever was in the room, and whoever PCS'd, and the other person who moved into the room, they, give the dude money for it. Probably wasn't much because the damn thing is so old.
Yeah, no, actually, when I went to a station at Fort Benjamin Harris, and that was like one of the first things I got was a refrigerator, TV, and a VCR. I think per month it was like $11 a month.
Damn.
I mean, all right, granted, it wasn't the highest quality, but it kept the beer cold, and it also kept my sodas
Served
cold.
its purpose.
Right, yeah,
And I put my VCR and TV on top of
Sure, why not?
it. You go to the post, oh my God, they had like the crappiest videos.
Of course.
Oh, on post?
Oh, yeah.
Not exactly Blockbuster, was it?
No.
The weird thing about me being in the Army and us having a VCR, we always had different movies because everyone passed them around the barracks, and some of them were, well, very,
Entertaining?
and that's where, the first time I saw Faces of Death.
Oh.
I mean, today on the internet, you see Faces of Death everywhere because it's like weird ways people die or weird ways animals die.
Oh my God! Do you remember Faces of Death when the guy parachuted into an alligator swamp?
Oh, jeez.
Well, the thing,
he did not come out.
No, he became dinner, didn't he?
That's got to be a miserable death.
Hopefully, there's one bite and he's done.
They like to drag him down at the bottom of the.
They do the death roll thing.
Yeah, they do the death roll. Then they drag you down. If all of your bones aren't broken, then jeez Louise, they keep you until you can't breathe anymore.
Well,
No.
it's nature. Nature's brutal.
Yeah,
it is.
It's also survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, the Faces of Death. Oh, I'll tell you the one I could never get out of my head. It was in some Asian country, and they put a monkey in the cage.
Oh God!
And then except the cage would separate the monkey right at the neck, and so he had
just the head,
just the head, and they beat this monkey on the head with this little mallet, until the monkey died, and then they cut open his head and eat the brains.
That's just nasty.
Like, damn, that's hardcore.
That's delicacy for them.
Yeah, because it costs a lot to do it. Oof. I mean, I don't like monkeys. They kind of creep me out. But
yeah, but you still feel sorry for the monkey.
Yeah. Because it wasn't a chimp. There's like a small, cute one.
It's still.
Like a capuchin?
Yeah, no.
Something like that. But I guess their brains taste good.
For them, at least. It's kind of reminds me of the scene in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
The Temple of Doom. They brought the monkey heads out. And you take the top of the monkey head off, and there was the brain. You can eat the brain.
Delicious.
It must have been a long time ago.
That's like the Temple of Doom, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So not the first one.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I know you've seen all the Indiana Jones.
See, in the first one, I think the other one was Romancing the Stone.
No, that's a different one.
Totally different.
That's a totally different movie. Not even Indiana Jones.
Romancing the Stone?
No.
Oh, that was with Michael Douglas and
yeah. Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Crystal Skull.
All right, I wasn't too crazy about the Crystal Skull.
That was one of the worst ones, yeah.
I mean, I guess he was just like, let's get rid of this and get it over with.
Is that the last one they made?
Yeah, and so the Nazis, they were fighting the communists.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, it was.
Well, and then all of a sudden, wasn't there like a son or something?
Yes, son was in there, I think.
Is that the one with Sean Connery?
No.
That was Last Crusade. No, that was
that was Last Crusade.
Jeff, get your movie straight, dude.
It's been a long time since I've seen those things.
Well, come over to my DVD palace and you can borrow one.
We can get on TV. You can probably stream it someplace.
Some of them. I still can't.
I just one I tried to stream last night. Was the last night we tried to stream Flesh Gordon.
I love that movie.
Not Flash, Flesh. With the penisauruses.
The penisauruses. And all the other creative names that they made for everyone and everything.
I remember seeing that a long time ago when I was in college at the Midnight Movie. That's what we did. And I was watching some thing on YouTube about some retro movies to watch, and Flesh Gordon came into the mix, and I was like, oh God, I haven't seen that in forever.
Flesh Gordon.
Flesh. So we try to find it, and we can't find it. It's like, shoot.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to... Do they even have porn shops anymore that sell videos?
No, I don't think so.
Flesh Gordon is it's a parody, and it's hilarious. It's cheesy, and it's,
Yeah.
It's not a serious movie by any means.
Well, it's not where you're going to win an Oscar for.
No. I mean, the Penisaurus is a giant penis with mouth and teeth.
It just makes you wonder why. Why are they making something like this? It's so goofy and,
So were there eyes and teeth on the penises?
I think so, too. You have that big mouth and the...
Oh, my God. Can you imagine the makeup artist that had to do that?
It was a big, animatronic thing.
Oh.
Hilarious.
I mean, could you imagine it's just like you're in art school and then you get into makeup.
Special effects.
And this is what I'm doing.
I'm making a Penisaurus.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a...
Well, I could put dinosaur.
It's kind of a cult favor, so, I mean...
It has cult following at the time. And I saw it at the same time I probably saw Rocky Horror Picture Show. Which is a cult classic, which we all love.
Oh, I do.
But if you watch it on a DVD at home, it's nothing like seeing it in the theater.
Oh no!
I mean, I was watching one time at home and went,
this is kind of boring.
This is stupid. This is a really stupid movie. Why do I like it so much?
Yeah.
But then I see it at the theater, I'm like, yeah, it's a totally different scene.
Oh, I know. Well,
and it's always around the college areas where they have the dance class, or their dance class, their acting.
They have a shadow cast.
Yeah,
that comes in. They act it out in front of the screen, and they had a lot of audience participation, and it's just.
That's what. Oh.
Well,
Ryan would make a good Frankenfurter.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Oh God!
And he's tall too.
Yes, I know.
Tall and lanky.
I would never get him out of that costume.
Does he know the movie?
He has to.
Probably.
Does Nikki probably doesn't?
No, of course not.
Oh God.
The worst of it is about the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mm-hmm.
First time I saw it, I was sitting with my mom and dad.
What?
Yes, we saw it at home. It was on HBO.
Oh, okay.
But then it's the only way to appreciate
Henry Billings in the Loser Dome. It's like, I'm hanging out with my parents.
Your parents are probably like,
what the hell are we looking at?
Right.
What is our civilization coming to? I mean, come on.
The last time I saw Rocky Horror, I took my daughter. She was getting ready to ship off to the Navy, took the boot camp. I said, okay, before you go, I have to take you to see this show.
Where at?
5 Points down in Raleigh.
Oh, yeah, near the college.
Yeah. So we went down there and
they got the best one.
They had I posted on Facebook and said, Sarah's shipping off to the Navy. We're going to see Midnight Movie Rocky Horror. Meet us there. So all our friends, TJ and Julie, all of them just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you all do the time warp dance?
Of course we did.
You got to do the time warp dance.
And then my ex I was married to the ex at the time, and he had never seen it before. He knew about it, but never seen it before. And when he got there, and if you were a Rocky Horror virgin, they took some lipstick and painted a big V on your face.
Did he wear a V?
He had to wear a V. He and some other friends wore V's. I'm like, oh boy. So yeah, we did the whole thing.
The first time I saw it was in Rochester, but they didn't do the V. But
first time I saw it was in Beaumont.
Was it? Yeah.
Well,
it was fun. And then the one part that they didn't do in Rochester was everyone running around in their underwear. And when they did that over there near NC State, that one, and everyone's running around their underwear, I'm like, what the hell?
Well, it's part of the movie.
Yeah. Hey, I got to come back here another time.
Without your wife?
Yeah. Well, I was single then, but
No.
yeah.
Did you ever go with Becky?
No.
Has James seen it? Like to find out.
You know what? If you guys do this, let's get Ryan and James together and have them see it.
Well, we'd have to go up to Raleigh or down to Raleigh.
But they might have it done here.
Really?
Yeah.
He does like audience participation.
Oh, it's all it is, like, you know.
Got to bring your squirt guns, toast.
Yeah, definitely squirt gun.
Newspapers.
I'm asking your son.
But yeah, that was
Okay.
that was such a trippy movie, though.
It has to be seen at a theater. You cannot do it anyplace else.
Your living room or your dinner at your home with your parents
It's
is
bored.
not
It's the best place because you're bored.
Because they're probably like,
Because all the callbacks in the theater and the show that you do, you know. So it's yeah. Damn it, Janet. Come on, I say damn it. You're supposed to say Janet. You know that.
Janet.
Damn it.
Janet.
I love you.
And then they talked about the wrong turn, and then everyone slaps their table.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
Oh, okay.
They serve meatloaf, and the pie's like, yeah, it's the second piece of meat you've had today, Janet.
Meatloaf a day.
Okay, guys, let's get on to our topic for tonight.
Which isn't one.
Well,
okay,
right. This is our fourth.
Since we're talking about a movie, what's the scariest movie that even scared you first as a kid?
The Exorcist. Freaked me the fuck out.
No, I don't scare that easily. So.
All right. Well.
Silence of the Lambs is the one I did like because it's a psychological thriller.
No. All right. If
so
we're really
psychological thrillers are the only ones that scare you.
We're going to talk about scary movies.
Okay.
Do you remember the Dracula movies with
which one?
The old ones.
Oh yeah, with
Christopher
Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee was the best.
Okay, wait, hold on. The first scary movie I saw, I was out of age, of course, because I was my friend, was Halloween. Good old slasher movie from the 70s. And yes, being a little teenage girl, I screamed and hollered for all the rest of my friends, okay?
I saw Friday, my first slasher movie is not Friday the 13th, the one at
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No. No, they're down at Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Is that Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Oh yeah, remember
they're all out in the cabin, all them kids.
Mm-hmm. That's Friday the 13th.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
And Jason.
Killer. Killer.
That was I saw that one too in the theater, sneaking in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure my parents knew about it, but you know.
Well, you survived to tell about it.
Yeah, because you know, at that age, what do you do?
You know what? I think now that I think about it, the first movie that I saw that really scared me, and it was a trilogy, and it was on TV way back in the day.
Was it trilogy?
Salem's Lot.
Oh, Salem's Lot. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially when that kid was in the bed and that damn vampire came floating up into his window.
Oh, his friend?
Yeah.
He's like, let me in. It's cold out here.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the movies we saw this week, Jeff? We saw what? We were watching on Shudder. What scary movies we were watching on Shudder? One was Shadow of God, I think. And another one we saw. We watched like two back to back.
I don't know. It might have been two.
But to tell you the truth, have you ever read Salem's Lot?
I think I have a long time ago.
The book is so much better than the movie.
Of course. Because I mean, the one book that was really scary was Pet Sematary.
Oh yeah,
that's a good movie.
But the movie was good and scary. But I mean, the book was even better.
Maybe I like Stephen King's politics. He's a damn good writer.
Well, he was. He hasn't really put out anything that's been.
He's put stuff out lately.
I mean, that's as good as even Salem's Lot.
No.
Carrie.
Carrie was a good one.
I kind of like Carrie. It freaked me out when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Especially when they had the pig's blood poured on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just standing there and she's using her powers.
Yeah, that was young John Travolta in that, wasn't it?
Yes, he was. I do believe he died in that movie.
Yep. He crossed Carrie's path.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but some of the others.
Did they do a remake of Carrie too?
Yes, they have.
Is it any good? I guess not, because I've never heard of it.
Most remakes aren't any good.
No, they're not. I mean, all right, yeah, Sissy Spacek playing Carrie, and then the mother she was nuts.
Yeah, wasn't she like a religious freak? Jesus freak or something like that?
Yeah, but she used to wear capes. And she wasn't. The girls that went to her high school were not that nice.
Of course they weren't. A lot of mean girls.
A lot of mean girls.
I guess.
Do you remember Christine, the one about the car?
Yeah. That red.
It was a Ford Fairlane.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful car.
Mm-hmm. That was really good. And then after that, I think my other movie that scared me real bad when I was a kid was probably Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws scared everybody.
No, it did not.
Well, how old were you when you saw it?
Older than you. I was in middle school, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was a kid when I saw it. I was like real little, and it scared me so much that we had a built-in ground pool in the back, and I wouldn't swim by myself for at least a month. And not only that, I was afraid to take a dump because I thought Jaws would come up through the toilet.
Wow, that really did a mind trip on you.
I know, but I got over it.
As scared as y'all are, apparently, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean, like Jaws, maybe had a little bit of a jump scare in it. That's about it.
But you know what my mom did? She made me read the book first.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and then watch the movie, and I still got the shit scared out of me.
Actually, again, I liked the book, and I enjoyed the movie, but I really enjoyed the book.
Mm-hmm.
Books are always better. Like this, the Outlander series right now is on Netflix. I've read a bunch of those books. Absolutely loved the books. The series, I'm kind of iffy on. I mean, I had a certain idea what the main male character looked like, Jamie. And this guy's close, but not quite there yet. I mean, I have an idea of what he's supposed to look like, and it's kind of like with Lestat in Anne Rice's book.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is not Lestat.
But the guy that played Lestat in the AMC,
he's better.
He was good.
Yes, he was good. He's closer to what I have a picture of as Lestat. I mean, Tom Cruise is not it. I'm sorry. Tom Cruise blonde? No. It's just, Lestat has a certain, the look, the long blonde hair, this very virile, very, I guess, almost majestic, royal look. You like, regal, you want to say.
He's got more of a European look, this guy.
Yeah, you kind of look at it and say, yeah, this guy's from royalty. He's the aristocracy. Yeah, and also he has a bad boy look about him. So, I mean, you read the books, you have a certain picture in your mind of what they look like, and some of these actors just don't do it. Like Tom Cruise, he just doesn't cut it.
Well, see, when I first saw it, I had no idea about the book, but I thought, hey, Tom looks pretty good. And then, what's his face too?
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt did a good Louis.
He did.
He did a good Louis. I'll give him credit for that. It's just, I just don't like Tom Cruise as Lestat. That's all.
Well, he played, oh man, what was that series that, I'll have to come back to it.
Anyway, dealing with those movies and the books is always a difference.
Always.
I remember the first time I read Lestat, the interview of the vampire.
That's my favorite Anne Rice. That is such a good book. I
It
read that in
is.
high school. And that's what got me hooked on Anne Rice. And when she passed away a few years ago, I sat there and just bawled. I said, no, God.
How old was she?
She was in her 80s. She had a stroke.
Oh, that sucks.
She had quite the legacy behind her.
Oh, she did. I mean, she had all those books. If Anne Rice wrote it, I probably read it or have it, and I probably at least have it.
Didn't she write a book about Jesus Christ?
Yeah, she did.
When he was like a teenager or
like the Lost Years.
Yeah.
Yep. And she
Jesus,
also
the Lost Years.
Yeah. She also wrote some pornography. Mm-hmm.
I bet it's pretty good.
Actually, it is. It's the Sleeping Beauty trilogy. Check it out. It's a lot of BDSM.
Oh,
No.
Now you know what to get Nikki for Christmas.
no.
Read and learn.
No.
Oh yeah, it was.
Okay, I'll have her suggest it for you for Christmas.
Sure.
Henry will read it, but she'll say, Henry, don't get any ideas. Come here, Nick.
Yeah, we don't want Henry to get any blue balls.
No, not this age.
Her Sleeping Beauty trilogy is really good. It's well written. And you're going, damn, this came from a moment. Okay. But yeah.
You know, actually, when I wrote my vampire book many, many years ago.
Let me see if I can get that published.
Huh?
Let me see if I can getting that.
I tried 6 years. I got rejected 6 times.
Okay, it's been a while.
Well, now they got the internet now, Henry. You can
You can
self-publish.
Yeah, but that also costs you.
No,
I'm looking at, I wanted to just
I got an idea.
talk to me.
What we're going to do, what we could do.
for the vampire book.
No, it has to do with his book, yes. We'll do an audio book / type of thing. Reading it. And we'll record it and we'll publish it. In chapters. In installment.
That we can do. I still have my art. I have a hard copy left.
We can sit there and read it and do a little series.
I mean, I made so many mistakes in that book, though.
So we all make mistakes. I mean, it's going to be a lot of mistakes. And if you say, hey, we call it this Henry's rough draft or whatever, say, and it could get us some. See what happens
Well, I
with it.
think all authors are like that. They're very critical of themselves.
This is true.
I was extremely critical.
Everybody's their own worst critic. You know this.
Oh, I know. But the worst of it is, it's like when I wrote this book, I was so obsessed with it. I mean, I brought my characters to life. I gave each and every one of them a good backstory.
Actually, I'd like to hear it. That's actually something I would like to read or hear.
Okay, we could do that.
We can start doing that special nights when we don't have anything to do.
Yeah, I just got to get it back from Chris across the street.
That's fine.
He's turned into his bathroom book.
Make sure it's sanitized when you get back.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I was so proud of myself when I got that thing printed. It's like 700 pages.
That's okay. We can do it. We can read a chapter or something.
You know, the one thing is, when I was creating my characters, there were vampires, but I wanted them to be, have different qualities.
Mm-hmm.
Because my theory in becoming a vampire is not you're going to go hocus pocus, you're evil.
No.
There are some that still have human factors about them.
Kind of like in True Blood.
Exactly.
Suki!
Sucky.
Yes, Bill the Vampire.
Vampire Bill.
Vampire Bill.
There's vampires all over the damn place around this here yonder.
Suki.
This here yonder.
I was trying to sound southern. They don't know southern way. They don't know any better. I mean, the southern people probably like, oh.
This here yonder. Yonder is a direction. Over yonder.
No, but the one thing is, when I was writing my book, this is like when True Blood first came out, and I had no idea. And yes, there's a lot of... I made it where it was good versus evil.
Uh-huh.
And I had to come up with a couple of evil things. Vampires.
Right.
And Nazis.
Okay.
Vampire Nazis. That's a good combination.
Well, the one thing is the premise of the story was that the Nazis found that there were vampires do exist. And so then they sent these 2 agents over to Norway to go hunt this one down. Because the one thing is...
You don't want to give away all your story now because someone might listen to this and be like, oh, hey now.
That's an idea. Hold on. Let me get this written down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's vampires and Nazis.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was a beautiful story.
I'm sure it is. I'm anxious. I'd be glad to hear it. Read it and whatever, because that sounds like a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are my people.
We're your peeps.
You're my peeps.
We're your tribe.
We're the
You know my wife.
Island of the Lost Toys.
I know.
Is that right?
Lost Boys.
No, Island of the
Misfit Toys.
Misfit Toys.
Oh yeah.
That's
What about your wife, Henry?
She didn't even want to read it, and that broke my heart.
Well, your wife, she's more chick flick.
But I even put some chicky things into it too.
Well, you should have had her just read that paragraph with the chicky things, and that way maybe she'd be a little bit more interested. Just saying.
Yeah.
Your wife isn't like us. Let's be honest. Love you, Nikki.
Here's to you, girl.
Hey, sis Nikki. Ching.
Yeah, it's
Don't want to dent the fine crystal.
that expensive aluminum can.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, and I did a lot of studies on on vampirism.
Vampires are an interesting creature. At least I think so. I've always had ever since Interview with the Vampire, probably even before that, I had to think about vampires.
I had to think about Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Godzilla?
That's my boy growing up. Godzilla. He's king of the monsters. Kicked everyone's ass.
You know, it was funny.
The only one I didn't like was the one with Ferris Bueller dude. Or is it John? I think it was the Ferris Bueller dude. Anyway, it was bad.
Matthew Broderick?
No, not him. He was, unless he was, I don't know. It was just such a bad movie. I watched it once and I tried to wash it out of my brain by watching more Godzilla movies that were good.
Do you remember? Well, actually, when we sent Ryan over to he went to Japan on a school trip.
Oh.
And all I had was this meme of Godzilla going through downtown Tokyo, destroying it. That's like Ryan visiting Tokyo.
Man, you should have visited the Godzilla Museum. Oh, actually, there's a motel that's Godzilla, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. It's very impressive because they actually have the Godzilla out there and he breathes smoke through his mouth and stuff. And then every room is obviously Godzilla theme, like different movies and stuff.
Was it Mothra? Was it enemy or something like that?
Huh?
What's Godzilla?
Oh, he had a whole bunch. He had King Kong, he had Mothra, he had Rodan.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla is a badass. I almost took.
Do you remember those little twin women?
Yeah, the ones in the Godzilla?
Yes, and they're like, "Yo, come Godzilla, help us, help us."
I think that was Godzilla in the Smog Monster versus the Smog Monster.
I'm like, where the hell did they come from? They were like maybe 6 inches tall.
Yeah. And they were like princesses or something. They were in charge to watch Godzilla.
In charge of Godzilla?
And then there was Godzuki, his son.
Godzuki.
He looked like that. He reminded me of that little dude from Different Strokes. Arnold?
Arnold? Oh,
Gary Coleman.
Thank you.
Coleman, yeah.
Oh. But I laugh at Godzilla being a cheesy type, whatever, Japanese movie, but the Asian horror films are some of the best.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's where we got like The Ring.
Yeah, some of them, we watched the Asian horror films. It's like, oh.
I saw the Japanese version of The Ring. It was freaking scary as heck. And then when they made it into when it came to America and they made an Americanized version of it, I was like, it's respectful. No, it was respectful. I mean,
because Americans we're pussies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the political correctness of Hollywood.
The censors and stuff, and yeah, like the Asian movies they're good horror movies.
Yeah, most of the they're outside of America is because everyone's afraid of being so politically correct.
We don't want to offend anybody.
Unless you're Rob Zombie.
And John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Oh, he was good. They had that one vampire movie that John Carpenter made.
Oh.
Dawn to Dusk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And I think George Clooney was in that.
Have you seen George Clooney lately? He does not look like himself.
No, well, he's getting older.
He does not look like an older. He doesn't look.
Adrenochrome's
Adrenochrome?
Yeah, it's probably getting short on that right about now.
He just doesn't look like his usual.
He's not the George Clooney that we all know and love.
No, he looks. I would say he looks maybe thinner in the face. Maybe he's on those semaglutide like some of us are. I won't say who, but she's standing right here.
You look good.
No, it's adrenochrome with him, I'm sure.
Well, anyway, I want you people out in
Podcast land.
Thank you.
Plodclass Clan. Thank you, Plodclass Clan.
Plodcast. We've been doing
that would be a neat name for
Plodclass. Blah, blah, blah.
Plodclass Clan. Plodcast Plan. And then make it as a shirt and say if you can say it 5 times. And if not, you owe me $5.
Tongue twister.
Plodclass.
Don't even try, Jeff.
We've been doing this for 4 years.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been herding you cats for 4 years.
Do you remember when we first started?
Oh, God.
And that
I'm Jeff. I'm Henry. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm Henry.
Oh, my God. It was that one story that you were reading and I fell asleep.
Yes. I didn't nudge him awake.
What was it?
I don't know.
I don't remember either.
You were just on this tirade about something, and I'm like, God, this is so boring. And I just nodded out.
I'm over here. Henry.
Oh yeah, no,
I mean, we've had some fun times.
I'm awake.
And then the ghost hunting stories.
Oh, we gotta get some more ghost hunting. So anybody in the area wants to go ghost hunting with us? No?
For the mere price
of gas. Oh, yeah.
Well, we did that one ghost hunt at that one house, that one old house that Abraham Lincoln stayed in. Remember that? Down there and towards Fredericksburg.
When were we in Fredericksburg area?
Remember, it was that one place that there was a nice old mansion there.
Was it in Petersburg?
Petersburg. I get it mixed up.
Oh, no. That was Center Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old. I don't think Abe ever stayed there.
No, but remember that we went with a group. And then there was also a group that was stationed there with their computers and everything.
Their ghost hunting equipment.
Oh, they're such show-offs, and they're just like, I'm so cool.
They're pretty friendly.
Yes, but they're not like us.
Well, nobody's like us, Henry.
Who else goes out, gets completely baked before a ghost hunt, and is like, okay.
I'm open invitation. My door's wide open. Come see me.
Here I am.
Come attach for me. Come show me what you got.
Just don't make Henry walk through the woods in the dark.
I hate the fucking woods.
It was also cold.
It was cold at night.
And I was ill prepared.
I hate the fucking woods.
You thought all that padding was going to keep you warm, huh?
Yeah, no, it did not.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Yeah, because I think we planned on camping there too.
Yes,
It was like it was below freezing that night.
we stopped by the fire, and then I was like, you know what?
I'm going home.
We chased a few ghosts. We had some good stories. But,
Well,
I was talking with Walter, and he was telling me he thinks there's something really evil out there that's lurking in the woods.
where?
Vacated?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, that's not hard to say because you see what the entities have put them people through. Greg and
That's Great Haven, not Haunted Vineyard.
Greyhaven.
Greyhaven is Max.
In Dion.
I
Dion.
could have mixed it too, but
You got married at Great Haven, Jeffrey.
I know, but I can't see why they think something like that. It's pretty peaceful out there. I never feel anything.
Well, actually, I don't know if you remember the story where Max was in their bedroom upstairs when she was a girl and she got slammed against the wall.
I think I remember something.
I remember the people from Haunted Graveyard that
Haunted Graveyard?
Haunted Vineyard.
she got thrown up against.
And broke a leg.
Yeah, she got thrown up against the wall. Well, actually, a big mirror, right?
Big mirror came down, and also
Yeah.
she got picked up and thrown around and she broke her leg.
Yeah.
She broke her femur.
Yeah, that's when she threatened to burn the place to the ground.
Or was that before? Because when she threatened to burn, was that after her dog died?
No, that's before.
No. Yeah, I
Let's
guess.
start writing out timelines for you, Jeffrey.
Yes, so it's got to be an app for it.
Yes.
It's an app for everything.
Well, I don't know. We've had some pretty cool hunts, and we've come across.
We need to go back out to that your friend Clay's.
Yes, we have to go back out to Clay's house. We just have to make arrangements with him.
We will.
Very
You're the point, the contact. So
Okay.
Have you seen him lately?
I talked to him on the phone the other day, and we were discussing drone wars.
Big topic.
Yeah.
Lately.
it's becoming a topic.
Tell you the truth, folks, you look like a ghost. Your body's disappearing. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody,
Bye.
stay strange.
Stay free.
Bye-bye now.